same Kanu now will show remorse and also call for peace, honestly, I'll be in the forefront in calling for his pardoning and amnesty for him.
I want you that celebrating what happened to our brothers. Nnamdi Kanu, the only good man in Igbo land, only good man that love you. A true
original Fulani man, you will never ever see him with an AK-47 inside bush. Never. A real Nigerian Fulani man, you won't ever see him with an AK-47 inside bush.
The days we are now, Psalm 91 will not save you. Psalm 91 alone will not save you. Get yourself a weapon to defend yourself. Don't be an aggressor. But ensure that an uncircumcised jihadi Fulani will not just come and take your life like that.
So guys, welcome back once again to my YouTube channel. We'll have a lot of videos to play for you guys, for you people to see what's actually going on. The first video I played is a video of Sheikh Gumi saying that he's going to lead the call for Nnamdi Kanu to release and pardon if Nnamdi Kanu, as a matter of fact, shows remorse or probably disease from calling for the referendum or probably the Biafra secession of his people. That I'm going to play the video so you can listen to what he said. That is the only time he's going to ask the federal government to equally pardon Nnamdi Kanu and all that. And apart from that, I equally have a video of Odumeje when he was angry. He was speaking that some Igbos and some people and some Nigerians have celebrated that Nnamdi Kanu has been sentenced. So he was saying that Nnamdi Kanu is the only person that loves the Igbos to heart. That all these politicians and leaders from the Southeast are selfish and self-centered. They don't care about you, and that is why most of them don't care about the incarceration and the sentencing of Nnamdi Kanu. I'm going to play the video so you could listen to what Odumeje said, and he said that this particular country needs to be divided, which is what Odumeje was saying. I'm going to play it so you could listen to what he said. Apart from that, you could see the video I played of a Fulani headsman who was actually trying to exonerate his people, that Fulanis don't carry gun, that any Fulani that carry a gun, that people should call them a terrorist, blah 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 blah. This is what they do. One person will come to try to whitewash them, but we all know that almost all the Fulani headsmen will know carry not just guns, they carry sophisticated weapons like AK-47, assault rifles or rifles and co, which literally and absolutely makes no sense. I'm going to play this particular videos in extension or extensively so you could see what's actually going on. And again, the last video I played was a video of a man of God telling Christians to wake up. This is not a time to keep on praying. Prayers alone would not protect you. That it is time to protect yourself, arm yourself, not just to be an aggressor, but as for self-defense. And this is the better gospel that Nigerians Christians should actually know. You can't keep on going to church and praying for God to save you. Meanwhile, these Islamic fundamentalists or jihadists are coming with guns to kill and unalive people from there. Well, I'm not going to waste your time. Let me play these particular videos extensively. So when we come back, we'll try to analyze more issues. Yeah, please, if this is the first time I come across my videos, do it to subscribe, click on the notification button so I get notified whenever we drop important updates like this. Please do it to click on the subscribe button. It will cost you nothing. Let me play the rest of the videos.
He's in prison for terrorism, for agitating that our soldiers should be killed. If the same Kanu now will show remorse and also call for peace, honestly, I'll be in the forefront in calling for his pardoning and amnesty for him. Look, Shagari, our president, we are from the same actually town, or in fact related to Shagari. He gave amnesty to Ojuku. Look at Omar Eradua. He gave amnesty to the military.
I want you that celebrating what happened to our brothers. Nnamdi Kanu, the only good man in Igbo land, only good man that love you, a true love, is only Nnamdi Kanu. The only true man that love this country, that want everybody to be free. He want Hausa to be free. He want Yoruba to be free. He want Igbo to be free. Everybody go to your country and develop your own nation. If you want to kill your brother, then you can kill them. Don't come and use one Nigeria and killing other people. And one personal people, one particular people are eating your resources in the name of Nigeria. That is why they refuse for the separation of Nigeria. Because one families are benefiting one Nigeria, not all the Nigerians. So whatever they do to Nnamdi Kanu is a personal interest of one person that enjoying the resources of Nigeria. That is what happened. A man that rejected money, no Igbo man, as far as I know, can do that country. All the Igbo people were sent to represent us. All of them took bribes. But this young man, Nnamdi Kanu, is an opportunity to take his own bribe and go back home like other people. And they ask him, which is have been opened up. If anybody will come out and say what he said, he have opened up and tell you, they asked me to be a vice president. I say no. They ask me, do you need oil well? I say no. That is why a lot of Igbo people don't want to. Because they want him to submit it to bribe. And the young man said, bribe for what? I am talking about freedom of everybody. I can tell you this. China is free today. Look at what they have been doing for their own children and celebrating their freedom with a lot of development and a lot of things they have achieved since they have separated from colonization or colonization. Tell me one good thing that government of Nigeria have done for this country. Do you have 24 hours light? Do you have a good road? Do you have a job? Do you have any security? Nothing. And nothing can be done. Nothing will happen. Nothing can change. The only thing that can change is to divide this country. And everybody will go to their own places. Hausa go to your people. Yoruba go to your people. Igbo people go to your people. And they know if Nnamdi Kanu is released, fake election will not be happening here. Bad government will not continue here. Yes. So don't begin to celebrate evil that was done to you. Only man, the only good man that love you outside Igbo Yoruba is Nnamdi Kanu. He want everybody to enjoy their own resources. Your resources are enjoyed by one particular family that call themselves governor, call themselves senator, call themselves president. They are the one enjoying the money and the resources that belong to all Nigeria.
Original Fulani man, you will never ever see him with an AK-47 inside bush. Never. A real Nigerian Fulani man, you won't ever see him with an AK-47 inside bush, except stick and a cutlass. This cutlass we are using it to cut a tree or to survive with our cows, because you know there's a wild animal that can kill our cows. If we don't have this cutlass, we cannot save our cows. So it will not be possible. So we must use this stick or this cutlass. So any person that you see with an AK-47 inside bush, he is not a Fulani man. Please stop calling him a Fulani man. Just call him a terrorist. Simple. Any person you see with an AK-47, he is not a Fulani man. Just call him a terrorist. Please stop spoiling our name. Please stop spoiling our name. Any person you find out with an AK-47, don't call him a Fulani man. Just say he's a terrorist.
And I have another message for the Christian communities in Nigeria. If you're not sensitive to what is happening in Nigeria, you get yourself killed unnecessarily. Listen to me, Christian communities in Nigeria. Wherever you're learning from, Christian communities in Nigeria, listen to me. Your purpose on earth is to serve God. But there is a responsibility you have, and that is your responsibility to live. Your first responsibility is not for God, though. Your first responsibility is yourself, to keep yourself alive. Even though your purpose is to worship God, according to the scripture, fear God and keep his commandment, for this is the primary purpose of man. But yet, your primary responsibility is to be alive. It is both your primary and fundamental and your legal responsibility to ensure you keep yourself alive. The days we are now, Psalm 91 will not save you. Psalm 91 alone will not save you. Get yourself a weapon to defend yourself. Don't be an aggressor, but ensure that an uncircumcised jihadi Fulani will not just come and take your life like that. Don't put yourself in a situation where an uncircumcised Fulani jihadist will come and take your life anyhow like that. Psalm 91 alone will not save you. But you see, when you have your Psalm 91 and you have your weapon, that is how you stay alive. Defend yourself. Self-defense is your legal right. It's your fundamental right. It's your constitutional right to defend yourself. Somebody cannot be coming with AK-47 to kill you and you are starting that dwelling in the secret of the Most High. You will die for nothing. We are not discarding the word of God. It's our spiritual weapon. If it is spiritually, we take it to be spiritual. But when they are coming with AK-47 and you are going to say, Father, come and help you, even God will look at you, so you are foolish. Defend yourself. Get yourself a weapon for defense. I'm saying this to Christians. Get yourself a weapon to defend yourself. Don't put yourself in a situation whereby somebody will just take your life unnecessarily. If that happens, I'm unfortunately, let me tell you, I'm regret to tell you that your soul will not even rest in peace. Why? You can make up on the last day, but your soul will not rest in peace. Because there are a lot of good things that God has planned for you to achieve on earth. And somebody just take it like that. All the beautiful things, your good destiny, bright future. Among those that have been killed, some people might be president one day and they have taken that person's destiny off. Let me tell you the truth. If you allow Fulani to kill you, you will not rest in peace. You can make heaven on the judgment day, but before that day, you will not rest in peace. You better put yourself in a situation whereby you can defend yourself. Don't be an aggressor. Don't attack anybody. But don't allow anybody to attack you and you're watching like this until they remove your neck.
So guys, let's discuss about some of these particular videos I just played. Let us start from Sheikh Gumi. I've often said it that in a sane country, Sheikh Gumi should be in prison. In fact, he shouldn't even be roaming about or probably granted an interview. He made this statement today on Arise on Channels Television. Look at him saying Nnamdi Kanu, unless Nnamdi Kanu repents and all that. This is a man that has been speaking on behalf of bandits. There is no day this particular man does not speak in favor of terrorists or Islamic fundamentalists, saying the government should know that these people are their brothers, that the government should not attack them, that the government should strike a deal, always strike a deal with them. But this Sheikh Gumi has never spoken about the injustice meted out upon the people of the Southeastern region that probably warranted Nnamdi Kanu to start his agitation. He has never spoken about the genocide against Christians in the northern part of the country. He has not spoken in favor of the victims that are victims of this, their Islamic fundamental or jihadists and all that. He has not said anything about that, but he's busy being granted an interview. To tell you, this Bola Tinubu's government is not a serious government. They are busy granting him interviews, trying to push his ideology on people. And look at what he's saying. He's saying Nnamdi Kanu, unless Nnamdi Kanu denounces this and that. He's trying to compare Nnamdi Kanu to terrorists and bandits over there in the northern part of this particular country. It is quite shameful. It is quite shameful. People are saying that look at Sheikh Gumi, that Saudi Arabia barred and prevented from even coming to their country for Mecca, for pilgrimage. You could imagine what it means for an Islamic country like Saudi Arabia to say this particular man is not welcome because of his extreme views and probably his radical opinion and all that. They had to ban him. But in Nigeria here, he is a King Kong. He's being given opportunity to speak on behalf of bandits. And the most annoying thing is that he has kept on revealing a lot of secrets, that almost all the negotiations that he has been doing with bandits, that he has not been going alone, that he's been accompanied by government officials, with policemen and security agencies. You could imagine the kind of country, the kind of nonsense country we are living in, that security agencies and government officials are escorting people to go and negotiate with terrorists and bandits and strike a peace deal with them. You could imagine how pathetic, shameful, disgusting it is. And that is why this particular preacher was saying that it is high time Nigerians wake up, especially Christians in the country. That's why he was telling them that it is high time people pick up both an ammunition and your Bible, because you cannot keep on praying. And why these Islamic jihadists are, funding themselves and arming themselves, and people like Sheikh Gumi is, advocating for them, advocating for them and striking a peace deal and allowing them to, arm themselves, because these jihadists, what is their intention? To make sure that they eliminate or probably, remove people that are not of the same faith with them. So Christians in Nigeria have been urged to, be awake, form a security system to protect yourselves, because if you don't, look at what's actually happening in Middle Belt. This same Sheikh Gumi is actually denying the fact that there is a Christian genocide. He even went as far as saying that the Christians over there were burying empty caskets to paint the picture of a genocide against Christians. Is it not quite shameful? And in fact, it is the level of heartlessness I've ever seen from a man. He doesn't care about the lives of Christians. Rather, he's playing politics because the United States of America decided to, send a threat to his own brothers, being the Islamic fundamentalists, jihadists, and terrorists. He now feels threatened, because I've often said it here. If you're not a terrorist, tell me why you're threatened by a message that the United States sent to Islamic jihadists and fundamentalists. If you're not a terrorist, you shouldn't be scared of anything if you're not part of them. But Sheikh Gumi has, shown that he is part of them. That's why he's scared and, opposing the United States of America from actually, coming to the country to actually help the country. So that's why I support that message that particular pastor was preaching. It is high time Christians, got a gun, or probably, it's high time Christians protect themselves. It's not to actually, attack people or assault people. No, it is for self-defense. That is what a lot of people are saying. It is for self-defense, because the days are evil. These people are busy funding themselves over there, being the jihadists. And remember, whenever they strike this peace deal, they don't take the guns from those jihadists too. They don't take them. Rather, those people still maintain their guns. So who do you think they are going to use these weapons upon when the time sets? So it should be careful. And again, if you listen to what Odumeje said, Odumeje was speaking, advocating for Nnamdi Kanu, that he's sorry for people that are celebrating about the conviction of Nnamdi Kanu by Justice James Omotosho of the Federal High Court in Abuja. That it is quite shameful that people should know that Nnamdi Kanu is the only person that loves or that truly loves the Igbos, and there's no other person that actually cares about the Igbos. And apart from that, he was saying that he does not only care about the Igbos, that he equally cares about the Yorubas, the Hausas, and the every other tribe, that he wants Nigeria to succeed. And the only way Nigeria can succeed, which is what Odumeje is saying, is for the country to be divided. And if the country is divided, that is the only time people can actually, hold their leaders accountable, and that is the only time the resources from each region can be effectively utilized for the sole purpose of her citizens. Because as it stands now, the only people benefiting from this unitary system of government, I've often said it here and I'll keep on saying it, are the criminal politicians. That is why most of them will never allow you to, whenever you speak of, a referendum or secession, they will never allow you, because they know that when countries secede, that their citizens will now hold them accountable. They will no longer have the tribalism and the ethnicity and the religion to hide under from being accountable, which is what our politicians do. If you want to hold a northern accountable, his northern brothers will tell you you're persecuting our brothers. Don't hold him accountable. So you could see that they are the only people benefiting from this, so-called unitary system of government. Well, we'll have other news and stuff for you guys. I think you could hear what the Fulani man said and all that. Well, let us discuss about other things. As you could see on the screen today, the federal government said that Tinubu's government says it will never forgive P2B for backing Trump's military action in Nigeria. The most funny thing about this Bola Tinubu's government is that they keep on repeating the same mistake they are making. Important and critical issues will come up. They will try to, take the political part, try to play politics with it, and not just politics. They try to even play the ethnic and the tribal card with it. What did P2B say that Bayo Onanuga being the presidency is actually attacking him? P2B said that if for over how many years now, for more than 20 years, we've been fighting terrorism. We've been fighting this same set of people, and we've not made any single amount of progress. Rather, the situation has gotten worse. More terrorist groups have actually been formed in the same country. That we have bandits, we have how many terrorist groups in the country. So P2B said that we shouldn't be afraid. If a foreign country says they want to really come and help us, we should welcome them by cooperating with them. But in Nigeria here, I don't know whether the presidency is a terrorist sympathizer too. Because tell me why the presidency is scared of what P2B said. Because what P2B said was as simple as ABCD. Said, let people come, let us collaborate with them. Of course, it's not a bad thing to collaborate with foreign mercenaries from the United States with sophisticated equipment and technology, and that could even put an end to this insecurity. But look at what the presidency is trying to do. They're trying to set P2B up against Nigerians to make it look as if he's supporting a foreign invasion. Look at the word they use, foreign invasion. And that begs me to ask if the federal government is a terrorist sympathizer, because why are you using the word invasion as if Trump's message was not lucid? Trump said, I'm coming to eliminate the Islamic terrorists and fundamentalists and jihadists in the country. He was specific. He did not say he was coming to attack innocent Nigerians. But the Nigerian government twisted his message, twisted his threat and warning and all that to make it look as if Trump wants to invade the country. And, this boils down to tell you something is fundamentally wrong in this particular country. Something is absolutely fundamentally wrong in this particular country. And that is why insecurity seems to persist. If the federal government of the country is playing politics with such thing, trying to, politicize it because they believe that P2B this and P2B that, it is the same, this Bola Tinubu, this useless government of that we have now. We are the ones that played even the religious card. And they are using insecurity to remove Goodluck Ebele Jonathan in 2015. Bola Tinubu was part and parcel of those who formed APC with Muhammadu Buhari. In fact, many people are saying that it was even APC that created this Boko Haram and terrorist group to actually remove, frustrate Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. And Bola Tinubu made sure that they went to the United States and collaborated with Barack Obama as of then to make sure that they removed Goodluck Ebele Jonathan. Now they are crying. P2B wants to do this. P2B wants to do that. I don't blame them because they know that Nigerians have, short memory and they cannot recall how Bola Tinubu manipulated with the insecurity in 2015 to use it to his own advantage to, usurp or probably remove Goodluck Ebele Jonathan from that particular political position as the president. But now they are the ones crying out that P2B wants to do this and that. I don't blame them, Sharp. I don't really blame them because they know that P2B is an Igbo man. So whatever they say, many people might actually believe them. Many people, especially from the north, will say, oh, this is what P2B wants, because it is the same northerners, Sheikh Gumi them, that are actually crying that the US wants to invade the country. They restructured and rephrased the word invade, other than saying that the United States is coming to attack terrorists. And this whole message and the rephrasing and every other thing points towards the fact that these people are basically, Islamic terrorist sympathizers, which is what it is. Because if you're not a terrorist sympathizer, I don't think you should have any single issue with the threat that Donald Trump actually issued out to them, unless you are part and parcel of their movement, their Islamic fundamentalist movement, which is basically and literally the truth. Well, I trust P2B. He shouldn't, be disturbed with this kind of radical statement. Everybody knows what P2B said and what he meant. He was saying we need help. We need help. Nigeria needs help. Just today alone, do you know how many people have been kidnapped again in the same quarter? About 19 pregnant women and all that have been kidnapped, and children every single day, and the government is claiming they can tackle it when they cannot. They cannot. For over how many years? Insecurity has kept on persisting, and somebody offered you foreign help with technology and every other thing. You are rejecting it just because you want to play the I don't know, the religious card, because I don't know why these Muslims in the north are scared. I don't just know. Every day we keep on hearing security. People can barely travel by road because if you're not careful, you're gonna get kidnapped and you're gonna pay a heavy amount of ransom because the government will not even rescue you or care about you. Look at the people that they claim they rescued. How many people? They say they rescued 38 people without making one single arrest of the perpetrators or probably the kidnappers or the bandits or the Islamic jihadists. None. We actually arrested. I expect us to be comfortable in this country. Well, that's all we have, guys. If this is the first time you come across my videos and you enjoy what I do here, like I said earlier, please do well to subscribe, click on the notification button, share this particular video and make it go viral. See you guys later in my next video.